We here. In the gates. The demon gates. Mega 6-star. In the gates. Let's get this money. Here we go with these things. The Fisherman Blade. That looked disgusting. They're gonna keep popping up out of that disgusting mess. Let's just keep it moving. I got this. Bless us with 2 medicines. I'm likely to see a rank C, but it's all good. We reached it. The realm.
No! Sanosuke! Help us!
I am Fortune Bra. Welcome to our little ceremony. Come here, Nobunaga. Drink her blood from the grail of despair.
Even if I die, I will destroy you!
I don't need that. I'ma still go for it. Goodness. Ouch. Ouch. That's one I seen help over there. Ooh. Let's fill up. Pause. Ooh.
Kaede, let's get out of here.
Sanosuke, I'm fine.
We cannot stay here any longer. Run!
Yumemaru.
There is no escape from me!
Sanosuke!
Forget about me! Go! Yuki, Kaede, Yume, Maru.
Shouts Miguel Swag Hero. I love this part.
The demon's ambitions were shattered by the hand of Samanosuke and his friends. However, when Yoshitatsu Saito died the following year, his feeble-minded son, Tatsuoki, became the lord. At that time, Oda's army returned to Mino province and conquered the Inabayama castle, putting an end to the history of the Saito family. However, it is unknown as to whether demons were involved. After the downfall of the Saito family, Princess Yuki went to stay with a family friend, the Baron in Sakai province. His name? Sokyu Imai. However, in less than a month she would leave. With Sokyu's blessing, she left in a ship to see the world. On Samanosuke's advice, Yumemaru accompanied her on this journey. On the other hand, Kaede desperately searched for the missing Samanosuke, but never found him. In the following year, Mitsuhide Akechi employed her as his agent. She continued her job until she died 14 years later in a war at Yamazaki province. As for Samanosuke, no one knows what happened to him.
Rest in peace, Kaede. Kenji shouts. Takeshi. Yeah, this game right here, man. My boy John. Still a homie. He had the PS2, and, you know, in time he got Onimusha, and I used to go to his house and play that joint. You know, I was like 13, 14 around this time. And this game was incredible, you know, playing classic Resident Evil games. When I was playing Code Veronica on the Dreamcast, I always had a thing about the full 3D backgrounds. I didn't really like the imagery of Code Veronica's backgrounds. I didn't like the 3D-ness of it. I liked the pre-rendered art style backgrounds. I know that they stood still, but I thought it looked more realistic and everything. Was a much better graphical image on the, you know, old school television sets and all that. And when Onimusha Warlords dropped on PS2, it was so much sharper. The characters looked so much more realistic, and it just got better and better. This is right before Resident Evil Remake, you know? Right before Resident Evil Remake and all. And I always looked at it as the same way I looked at Dino Crisis. This was the samurai Resident Evil game. I missed this game. I really missed this franchise. I missed what it was. And I hope this new game is on fire. I just want them to nail it the way they nailed Pragmata, the way they nailed Resident Evil Requiem. I want this game to succeed, man. Capcom been on fire. And throughout these years, you know, I never looked at Capcom as going bad. I always loved the games they dropped from 2012 to 2015, you know. I'm talking Dragon's Dogma, I'm talking Resident Evil 6, I'm talking Revelations 2, I'm talking freaking Marvel vs. Capcom, I'm talking Street Fighter 5. I was playing all of them. Yeah, a lot of the joints, you know, they needed more, they needed updates, but Capcom always did their thing. But in the meantime, I was always like, where's Onimusha? I didn't see Onimusha in years. They didn't port Onimusha, nothing. I want Onimusha to return. It was such a great franchise. They brought Devil May Cry around. You know, like Devil May Cry came through, it was the next franchise. And they put Devil May Cry 4 out. Again, rest in peace, Kaede. You know, she died 14 years later in the story. But yeah, when they dropped, you know, Devil May Cry 4, I was like, I wonder if they're gonna drop the new Onimusha. Never did. They dropped DMC. I'm like, yo, what happened, bro? We just now getting something in years. It's been years. Like 20 years probably. It's like been 20 years since we got a new Onimusha game. Last game was it Onimusha Tactics on the Game Boy. I don't even take that one serious. So I'll say the last one was Dawn of Dreams, which is a fire game, but Onimusha 3 was the last true Onimusha game. And it had that Resident Evil feeling to it. But that's Shinji Mikami for you, you know? I don't know if he played his role in Onimusha 3, but I know he played a role in Onimusha 1. I think Onimusha 2 and 3. He was around. I gotta find out. But this is Onimusha Warlords, PlayStation 2 classic. I gotta rock with this franchise. It's been slept on for enough years. Advisor Shinji Mikami. So he was an advisor. He probably schooled him on it. Jun Teikuchi. His name was Jun Teikuchi. That's wild. There goes Seminosuke. But he has a basic arm. C. I get a rank C. Oh, okay. That's pretty decent for a story playthrough. I got 4.5 hours. I can beat this game in less than 3 hours. But for the sake of the playthrough, I wanted to really, make this something, make it episodic. Gotta love it. So what's the next role? Do we go to Onimusha 2? If I do go to Onimusha 2, it would have to be the original Onimusha 2 on the PlayStation 2 itself. Unless I play the remastered version, which I heard they made changes to it. I don't know if I want to do the one with changes. And I know they haven't remastered Onimusha 3. So I would have to play that on the PS2 most definitely. Can I live stream emulated versions? I could, but man, we're going with the core soul of this. We're playing final drafts. But who knows? Onimusha Way of the Sword drops September 4th, 2026. We're in the midst of July. Happy G-Day, Cousin Core. You heard that, Miguel Swag? I had to give him a shout out. Maybe in the future I'll show him this. But yeah, man. This game is an absolute classic. Gotta rock with it. I also gotta play my other joints. Who knows? I might get onto them tonight. It's not too late. We just had to finish this off. Get your money. Stay litty at all times. I really hope this game is gonna be fire. It felt fire. The demo was lit. Capcom is not missing. They're not missing at all. And yes, I got the Steelbook. Onimusha 2. Onimusha 2 is next. Mega 6-star out the gates. Stay tuned, man. I do what I can to stay live and stay alive at the same time. Peace out, gang.